The Biden regime may not understand the definition of a recession, but most of us know shit from Shinola. 2/4 of negative GDP growth is the textbook definition of a recession. You can spin it any way you want, but Americans are still suffering. I wanted to share with you the story of how Facebook decided to fact-check an Economist post who merely posted the definition of a recession. So Dr. Philip Magnus is a research and education director at the American Institute for Economic Research. It's a libertarian think tank. He posted on Twitter this Facebook fact check when he asserted that we had entered a recession. And I'm sure we've all dealt with these obnoxious Facebook fact-checking notifications, especially if we post anything truthful that goes against the globalist elite agenda. Independent fact-checkers reviewed the photo and said it was partly false. Facebook added a notice to the post. People who repeatedly share false information might have their post moved lower in the news feed, so other people are less likely to see them. I call that censorship. Darn communists. From independent fact-checkers. PolitiFact. No, the White House didn't change the definition of recession. So despite the GDP contracting, we know that Biden went out there and was downplaying it with reporters. In the article, it says, speaking to reporters on Thursday, the president sought to downplay the troubling report and shift focus to the near-record low unemployment numbers and his administration's progress on steps to tame soaring inflation. Need to work a little bit harder. I'm not feeling any relief. I don't know about you. Biden said, that doesn't sound like a recession to me. And that prompted GOP leaders to accuse the president of gaslighting the nation, which I think some of the Republicans are doing that as well. Thank you very much. The Republican National Committee declared the GDP report as an indication of Biden's recession. It has a nice ring to it. So after getting fact-checked about his Facebook post, he took to Twitter and he said, we live in an Orwellian hellscape. That is a perfect description of this wicked, woke culture we're living in. Facebook is now fact-checking anyone who questions the White House's word games about the definition of a recession.
It is absolutely Orwellian. It is a political entity, it was PolitiFact in this case, that partners up with Facebook, stepping in and basically carrying water on behalf of the White House for political reasons, not economic reasons.
Well, have you complained to Facebook at all? Sometimes when they do something this egregious and it gets media attention, they say, well, it was labeled misinformation and error. Has that happened yet? Have you had any conversation with the platform?
I've had nothing in return from them. I did share a screenshot of the post, basically saying that sunlight's the best disinfectant here, and it did go viral, so it drew attention to the fact that they're using political talking points in lieu of actual fact-checking. They're stepping in and becoming partisan actors here.
Yeah, they certainly are. This is truly unbelievable. It's not the first time something like this happened. It certainly won't be the last.
So if it hasn't been abundantly clear that big tech and the media are in bed with the Biden regime, and they're trying to force their globalist agenda on us, here's further evidence. Facebook is basically dying. No one wants to use it so much anymore because of censorship and because there are alternatives out there. But I believe we still need to be on social media and spread the truth. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing for more news and reviews, and God bless.